Hi everyone, welcome to the Etihad. I'm joined by Rob, who's obviously a face of the channel, which is known now. Rob, that was much better despite the defeat.
Yeah, it is getting a bit frustrating that we are playing really well against the top sides and yet we're still coming away with defeats. But hey, we've come to the Etihad, Manchester City, and we have ruffled their feathers. We have given them a game. Yeah.
Do you feel because we were there Wednesday night and we were pretty angry? Well, Paul was more angry than us, but today there was a lot more fight, a lot more heart about the lads. Despite Lascelles' error and we scored and then they scored, but there was much more fight there, wasn't there?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it was just sort of a completely different mentality to how we played on Wednesday night. And the Lascelles, of course, yes, it is his error that leads to the first goal, and I'm sure that if we were able to turn back time and he had that chance again, 100 times out of 100 he would play that differently instead of just a very tame pass into David Silva, I think it was. And then just the way we came back fighting, it's just the way we gave them a game, and people were expecting us to. Well, yes, we did park the bus. Yes, we were incredible.
Do you reckon when you say park the bus, do you not feel it was so much less than what we did against Chelsea though?
Yeah, I agree with that. By park the bus, I kind of mean five at the back.
So what I'm saying is, will the pundits look at it and think, "Oh, Raf has to park the bus again," or will they look at it and think, "Well, actually, they've actually come out a bit more"?
It depends on who you're asking. Which
it's BT Sport tonight, so.
Okay, well, there's a big split when it comes to pundits nowadays as to whether they approve of Rafa's tactics, whether they disapprove of Rafa's tactics. Sorry, and so it's just there is a big unsureness, if that is a word, as to which pundit you do ask, and some pundits don't get it, some pundits do get it. But I do approve of Rafa's tactics because we can't afford to attack against Manchester City. They're an attacking side. They spend about as much on one player as much as our entire transfer window budget is.
That's the golfing class now. There is. Yeah. It's funny enough, BT are talking about the 10 years that the Sheikh Mansour come in. Yeah. And there's a big massive gulf from this to where Newcastle are at the very moment, and there's a big massive difference in that 10 year now because. Yes. If you chuck money at it, mate, Ashley, it proves that, I'm not being disrespectful to Manchester City, but Manchester City where they are because you chuck money on it, and we don't have an owner who does that. Definitely.
Thing is, we have an owner who, yes, he may not have the Manchester City kind of books, but still, he does have the money that he's not giving to us that we deserve. And I know Manchester City, they're sort of acting like they are a big club, and yes, they are a big club, but I'm going to be a bit controversial here.
Go on, fire away.
But it just they're sort of decorating all of this as if, we're a big club, we're sort of, we're best of the rest now, whereas, Manchester United, on the other hand, they have history, they have decades and decades worth of successful history to show that they are a big club, and whereas Manchester City sort of say, we haven't got any history, but we're big. Hey.
You do know that.
I don't really like that.
You do know that the video title is going to be called "Manchester United Have a Bigger History." You know that.
It's
You're going to get people who are biting. Yes, I know what you mean, but the last 10 years it's been phenomenal. Right, Mitrovic. It always causes debate. He scored again today. Right, it's easy to say on hindsight it's the wrong decision right now because he's backed in 4 goals. But I think Rondon. Yes, talk about Mitrovic in a second, but Rondon put up a good shift today.
Definitely. Well, the thing with Mitrovic is that, you could say this for any player, it only really works for them if the manager is a good fit, if the player and the manager is a good jigsaw puzzle fit, if you like. Yeah. I think Mitrovic and Jokanovic, that's a good fit. Mitrovic and Benitez, on the other hand, is not. So that's good news for Fulham. But hey, Rondon, I think he was excellent tonight. You take he's very brawny. He's got a bit of pace on him as well, and
a bit of muscle as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, brawn, and so.
Well, I'm not that intelligent.
So you got Stones and Laporte who aren't that much about brawn and strength and everything. Manchester City players, they're are good with the feet and good with the skills, the footwork and everything. But Rondon offered something contradictory to that, and that was a good element for us to sort of go at the Man City defence. Yeah.
Final question, international break. Yeah. Has it come at the right time for us?
That's a good question.
Because we're not winning games.
Exactly. It's a good time to just sort of sit back, look at what has been going well, more importantly, what hasn't been going well, and just review, go from there, and that stuff will take place behind closed doors. It's going to sort of shy away from us in the public eye, but I trust that Rafa, the players, everyone associated with the club will do a good job over the next couple of weeks before Arsenal at home.
Shelby, obviously, Richard should be back as well. Manchester United are a bigger club with a bigger history. Interesting, let us know what you think.